Chief-Happiness Officer and co-founder of Penyo Pal. Great question. We are a kids company. We build educational games and stories that teach kids language. So we just like to have fun with the titles a bit, and really it speaks kind of to our culture. So my background is I got a dual degree. So I got a bachelor's degree in environmental studies and a bachelor's degree in commerce from Queen's University. And I think for myself, I've always just liked to start stuff. So even in university, I was playing around with different conferences or trying different programs. So at the back of my mind, I always knew that one day I'd love to open my own company. Our main focus right now are French, English, and Mandarin. These kind of just stem from the demand that parents have had for our product. So those are the three for now that we really want to focus on. So I did it in a very unconventional way. I actually applied for a program called the Next 36. And what that program does is it takes graduating students from across Canada, 36 of us, and puts us into teams of 4. And then we get some seed funding. So that was kind of how we initially got it off the ground. And right now we're still trying to figure out a bit more with the product, but thinking about doing external raising. The program, it's an application process. So you apply, it's a pretty intense selection weekend. But after that, it really is very much like a social experiment where they take 4 students, often from very different universities, different parts of Canada, different backgrounds, and give us a little bit of capital, give us great mentorship, and then see what happens from there. So yeah, I just kind of got lucky with the team, I'd say. Didn't know any of my co-founders, except for one where when we were 6 years old, we took dance class together, and all these years later, we somehow ended up back together again. So.
Is that one of the guys?
No, I don't think any of them can dance, although I've never seen them actually prove to themselves, so I have no idea. I think in a small startup, everyone's a jack or a Jill of all trades. So I specifically work kind of on the education component, so I get to spend a lot of time with the teachers, with the kids, and the parents that we'd like to help with our product. So I get to ask them questions, see what works, what doesn't work, but then also a little bit more on like the marketing and side of things. But there's no limit really, like anything from answering emails to pitching investors, like anything goes for everybody really. Yeah. Okay, the rewarding list can go on and on. I think for myself, entrepreneurship gives me everything that I want right now in my life, which is an amazing opportunity to learn an incredible amount, lots and lots of freedom, and also a chance to really push myself and see if I can create something of value from scratch. So those are the 3 main things that really draw me to this career. But in terms of stress, it's a hard job. There are days where you kind of wake up and you're like, everybody else I know has a nice condo downtown or can afford to go out and I can't. But I think when you look at the grand scheme of things, having no kids, no mortgage right now, I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. I think this could actually speak to both. For myself, when we publicly launched as a company, it's going to be something that I think I'm going to remember for a really long time. Essentially, we were chosen out of 300 startups from around the world, got through 1 round, then they had 180 that they interviewed, got through another round, and eventually got invited to pitch on stage at an event in the Silicon Valley. It was called Launch EDU, and it was one of the most influential EdTech conferences in the world.
I'm really excited to be here today because we are the only Canadian startup to be launching here live. This is the first time Penyo Pal's going live. Thank you. Yeah, and as of 2 hours ago, it's actually in the App Store, so pull out your iPhones and your iPads. Please do download and let us know what you think.
And so we were on stage pitching these young Canadians. No one had ever heard of us, like the youngest by probably a decade of everyone there. And we ended up winning the Best Overall New Startup Award. So it was surreal. So many emotions, so much stress and excitement. I think that's something that I'm really going to remember for a long time. No cash prize, but it's actually really been phenomenal for us because we were so young back then, and we still are by all means. It was only a few months ago, but it kind of gave a little bit more validation to our idea of combining games and learning, and has really opened a lot of doors for us.